saw where I just finished watching the verdict myself, that the jury did convict former Officer Derek Chauvin guilty on all counts. This is something that's been we've been looking at for over a year now. The world's been watching and waiting on what the outcome is going to be, which also goes a long way towards what we've been trying to do as law enforcement throughout the country, and to build the trust within the community. And when things such as this happen, we sometimes feel like we take 10 steps backwards. What I want to make sure that we do and we recognize here is that justice has spoken here. The justice system has made its statement, and that statement is being heard around the world today. We, as a department and myself, respect the decision by the jury. We respect the process that was laid out, and we hope that this is something that we can move forward with in the community to continue to build relationships and continue to build that trust within the community when it comes to law enforcement. This doesn't mean we stop. We have a lot of work to do, and we recognize that and we know that. So as we look to acknowledge what we've seen happen with this trial today and the results of this trial today, we also know that the majority of the work is still ahead of us. And we're committed as a department, we're committed as a city, and I think we're committed as a profession to make sure that we continue to push forward and continue to gain that trust that we so desperately need to be able to perform our job. So with that, I will be glad to take any questions that you might have.
Do you expect there will be demonstrations this evening?
We're closely monitoring that as far as demonstrations are concerned. Right now, we don't have any that we are concerned about. We do, as always, we make that plea that if there are demonstrations and people want to come out, that's done peacefully. We do have the ability and the capability right now to facilitate anything that's done peacefully as well. So with that, we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
To use a sports reference, generally when teams have either win the college championship or Super Bowl, we've seen the city actually become destructive in terms of celebration.
Yes.
Have you guys even thought about that tonight in terms of the celebration? Things are still destructive.
Absolutely. And so even prior to this, in preparation for this, we knew that there were going to be two possible outcomes: celebratory demonstrations or people going out to celebrate, or there would be some disgruntledness as far as the verdict, that the verdict did not come out in a favorable way that certain people were looking for it to be. So we made sure that we are able to facilitate either one. So as far as the celebratory demonstrations, as long as that remains peaceful, we are absolutely able to and have no problems with being able to control that.